to my role model, my idol, and the most important person in my life, my sister, Kristen. I'm honored to be here with you today, celebrating your wedding day. Kristen Lee, growing up with you was a pain, but 3 things I learned in the countless hours of spending time with you were: communication is critical, you can handle it, and that forgiveness is powerful. Through our time together, you have guided me through and taught me almost everything I need to know. The most important thing I learned from you is that we can handle it. Through every struggle in my life, you have been there with me by my side. More importantly, through every struggle, you always reminded me that I can handle it. Anything that comes my way, I will be able to push past and grow stronger. In your own struggles, you proved to be the strongest person I have ever known. No matter what life threw at you, you conquered each battle, which only made you stronger. Although we both dealt with struggles mentally and physically, neither of us were ever alone. We had each other. If I ever needed anything, you were right there with me, and the other way around. If I was dealing with a hard breakup, struggling in school, or having an overall rough time with my mental health, you were always just one call away. When things felt impossible, I turned to you for guidance. I cried to you and asked why life had to be so hard. You looked at me and said, "You can handle it. You are strong and capable." This phrase has stuck with me through the years and always reminds me of you when things get rough. Communication is critical. This is the second lesson I learned through you. Living at home with you wasn't always easy. Our teenage hormones got in the way and we constantly fought with one another. Years later, I had finally had enough. I was so excited for you to finally move out and have some space to myself. Well, it turns out I deeply regret this wish. After you moved to Duluth for college, I never got to see you. You came home for some holidays and special occasions, but when I wanted to cry or rant, you weren't just a room away anymore. Our visits became less and less frequent as we got busy with school and work. With this, I turned back to our relationship in the past and regretted the fights. The bond we had was previously broken. I had lied to you. One night, we were talking, you asked me a question, and I lied to you. You found out the truth, and we had an explosive argument. Weeks after, and we still hadn't talked. You were mad at me, and I was mad at you. Our bond was broken, seemingly with no fix in sight. Time passed, and I finally reached out in order to mend this break. We communicated and worked past the arguments. We now saw eye to eye. This is when I learned how important communication is. Our previously broken relationship had been mended through the simple line of communication. After this occurrence, we vowed to always communicate our opinions and work through our differences together. No matter what view either of us had on any situation, we are able to talk with one another and figure out a solution to benefit the both of us. With us being able to communicate, we had more civil conversations, which led to less arguments. The key to a healthy and happy relationship is communication, which I learned through you. Numerous arguments with you taught me that forgiveness is extremely powerful. There have been many fights, but with you, I have always been able to forgive. You taught me this not only through our own experiences, but in my conflicts with past friends. You taught me to forgive, but not forget. Arguments are inevitable with any friendship or relationship, and with you, I have learned this. Although we argue, our skills of communication have helped solve the issue and taught us both to forgive. The ability to forgive an individual can be extremely challenging, but holding a grudge will get you nowhere in life. If you love someone, you'll fight with them, but most importantly, you'll forgive them. And if you truly love someone, you'll fight for them. And Kristen, you are most definitely worth fighting for. I am proud to be called your little sister, and will forever cherish the time we have together. Kristen Lee, you are a powerful woman, and I love you to the moon and back. Always try to remember that you can handle it, communication is critical, and the power of forgiveness. Remember these lessons not only in your new marriage, but in your day-to-day life. Most importantly, Kristen, you better watch your back, because life is throwing the next challenge in your direction. But knowing you, you will be able to push past and grow stronger. I wish you luck in your marriage, and I'm forever grateful for you. Thank you for your time.